guys, the gbas between Wike and Sowore is not ending anytime soon. This time, Sowore is saying that Wike should be arrested if he dares enter the US to attend the United Nations meeting happening in New York. So Sowore is saying that Wike was supposed to join Tinubu to attend this UN meeting in New York. But as it stands now, Sowore is saying if Wike dares enter the US, he should be arrested. And from updates from Sowore has come out to say that neither Wike or Tinubu is going to be attending the United Nations meeting holding in New York. So I'm going to just read out the tweet that Sowore put up in case you don't know how all this began. Wike came out condemning Sowore to had called Tinubu a criminal president, and Wike said it's because Tinubu obeys rule of law. If Sowore had met people who don't obey rule of law, as in it would have been the opposite of it. So Sowore came out and reacted to that tweet saying that Wike is threatening him and all that. So that was how it all started, and Sowore went ahead to start exposing how Wike is said to have allegedly bought properties, and laundered money and all kinds of things to be able to buy 3 mansions in Florida in the United States. And currently Sowore is saying that they've discovered another extra property, making it 4 property belonging to Wike, all allegedly. I'm just telling you guys what Sowore posted on his Twitter account. So guys, I'm going to be reading out all these just for you to know that this gbas is not ending anytime soon. Sowore is very serious, and now he's saying that Wike should be arrested if he dares enter the United Nations for taking money and sending it to the United States to buy properties over there. And he also revealed the means through which Wike is said to have transferred the money from Nigeria to the United States. So guys, everything I'm reading here is coming from Sowore's Twitter handle, and I am adding allegedly. So let's see what Sowore has got to say. This first tweet here says, yes, Wike must be held accountable under US law if he follows Tinubu to the UN General Assembly in New York. If Nyesom Ezenwo Wike follows Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the United Nations General Assembly, he must be arrested to face Florida's money laundering charges as well as federal indictments for money laundering and asset trafficking. He went further to say his money laundering schemes will fall under the Kleptocracy Asset Recovery Initiative, a program of the United States Department of Justice designed to combat corruption by foreign public officials, recover the proceeds of foreign bribery and theft laundered into or through the United States, and return stolen assets to the citizens of the countries from which they were taken. So this is a program that the US has that is a means of them to track down public officials trying to bring in money from their countries into the United States. So Sowore went further to write and say, Governor Wike Florida mansion, hidden under his wife Eberechi Suzette Nyesom Wike, a Nigerian Court of Appeal judge, and his children's name are textbooks examples of laundering proceeds of crime. These properties should be seized, and Wike himself should face indictment under both Florida's anti-money laundering statutes and US federal law. So Sowore is saying that Wike should face the music in the United States, in Florida, and also United States as a whole, and he went ahead to cite that, this is a way to launder money and that he should face the music. Another tweet that Sowore tweeted here says, Sowore now revealed how the money was, allegedly transferred, allegedly wired to buy the properties in Florida. So Sowore explained how that happened here. And it says, these are the quit-claim deeds that Nigeria's FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, and his wife, Eberechi Suzette Nyesom Wike, a court of appeal judge in Nigeria, used to transfer 3 different Florida properties into the names of their children, Jordan, Joachim, and Jasmine. These transfers were done in 2023, but Mr. International Thief said he was not aware. With this discovery, it is now also clear that Wike has a 4th property in Florida at 113 Spring Creek Lane, Winter Springs, Florida. He went ahead to say, this explains why Wike posted on Channels Television in a recent interview with Shehu that he didn't know his wife and children own mansions in the United States. But the international thief has now been caught in his own web of lies. By the way, Nyesom Wike was due to follow up treatment for a new ailment and chest infection that recently kept him in London for 2 weeks. which he was going to do under the guise of attending the United Nations Assembly with official bat. That is, he was supposed to be in the United Nations Assembly with Tinubu, but yesterday the VP Kashim Shettima was asked to lead the delegation with 7 other ministers. Governor Wike decided to bail out, and several state governors have also been told to stay back for now. There is no hiding place anymore. So guys, this is coming from Sowore. He wrote further, which I'm not going to be reading out, and then Sowore finally tweeted and said here in this last tweet, he said, well, even as Siwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself is not going anywhere near the United Nations General Assembly, he's sending Shettima instead. So guys, a whole lot is happening here. So guys, you can see that a whole lot is happening here. Sowore is really out for these people, honestly. So let's see how all this is going to play out. Some Nigerians have equally reacted to all this. I'm going to share with you first the video where Wike came out to say that the house was actually given to the wife by the wife's family. You know, she said the wife family gave it to the wife, that they are all American citizens. So guys, a whole lot is happening, and Sowore is still threatening that it's going to expose more, that this is just the beginning of the game. So this is the update for today. Let me allow you to take a look at some of these videos and let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
You didn't go to the house you were said to have bought in the United States. With all the records.
There's no record. It's not Shika's wife.
As a government,
when they pay back to people like Sowore, put on your respect, like Sowore. Put on your respect. If there's anybody who does not like to travel to America, it's me. Ask anybody. My wife is an American. My children are American. The parents, my wife are Americans. For Christ's sake, in 2007, this issue came up. That, my wife, that's what's my business. Let anybody show me where I bought a house, which I can't pass through. If my wife and the parents are saying, look, these are our grandchildren, we give this house to you, my wife, now they're teenagers, hold it in trust for them. Let anybody in this world say, the money passed through, I can B, so I can Z. When I was running election, this matter came up. When my wife was to be confirmed and I got a this matter, so all kinds of things. I saw this, well, it had been found that Wike put so they have what many millions.
That's an awful lot of property there.
I want to ask yourself, can they publish it?
No, it's been published.
It's not published. It's not correct. That's the show where it's not correct. Why they put this house?
But is the house not in the name of your wife and children?
What is my business?
You don't know what your wife and children own?
What I'm saying is this: they're all Americans. My wife is Americans. So, if they give them a house, what's my business? I never bought any house.
$1 million worth of property.
You call these millions as if we're talking about thousands, which I can't really pass. Who bought it in their name? You see, it is not in Nigeria here where you can buy something and you can hide it. You cannot buy a house of even $100,000 that the documentation will not show. Let anybody say, this, look at the money passed through just on Wike's account, or it passed through his friend's account. Let anybody say so. This thing they're talking about from 2008. 2008. They will carry it as if, as I was a governor, as I was a minister. Nothing like that. It's not correct. But that's not my business. If anybody else, bring it up. It's not when I take a decision to do something. If I have to divert attention, you go and say, yes, we did this. Oh, he gave his son 2,000 hectares of land in Asokoro. I mean, what kind of stories are that? Bring the document, let us see.
Let me quickly take you up on roles. Yes, they are good, but are those who are saying, can the minister of the FCT focus on human capital?
In Nigeria, na the poor, they defend the rich. The poor, they defend the rich where they mess up their system and their country. Wike Pikin gets land for Abuja. Wike, you award land for your Pikin? Yes, now my enemy I go give land. Now my enemy I go give land. We allowed that one. We no talk again. Rolls Royce, your Pikin enjoy Rolls Royce with you. Yes, now my father was a general manager of different company. Yeah, and they see all these things now. House in Florida. $1 million plus house in Florida for this same Wike Pikin. It be like say Wike Pikin, they even superior past president Pikin. All the former president we don't do for Nigeria. How many of their Pikin get house for Florida, including President Tinubu, as they reach before government? in Pikin no get house for Florida, and even if Sheyi get house for Florida, Sheyi dey work. We dey see wetin Sheyi dey do. Sheyi na him get advert for Lagos, Abuja, everywhere. He dey work. We dey see where him money dey come. But Wike Pikin, then they work to buy that Florida house. Wike na government in dey since. Wike wife na government because na George. In a can they say nya 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 nya, and you can't see na poor man Pikin wey him Pikin dey Ekiti lere yero yinka na him can dey defend person wey him Pikin dey Florida, and lere Pikin dey Ekiti dey carry slate dey go school. Lere wife dey Ekiti, then they send her allowance from Abuja, but in boss wey him dey defend him Pikin get house for Florida, get big land for Abuja, get for Port Harcourt. You see the irony of life. Now slave they serve him master. This life no balance. So Wike Pikin America house, Pikin we never work for anything. They don't get mansion, they wait for them. For Abuja here, they don't get land. They ask them, they say no be their enemy, then go give land. If we ask them this Florida own, they will say no be their enemy, then go buy house for. Can you see what is going on? I'm not saying the guy is not working. He's working at what cost? Have you ever sat down to check the cost of all these projects? Have you ever sat down? Someone that has never worked before, they said, nah, in-law buy am. What did the in-law they do? The in-law children we buy the house, no get house for America. The in-law children we buy the house, where they claim say nah, buy the house, no get house for America. Who they fool who? And the worst part is that you are defending nonsense where your own Pikin they suffer for Ekiti. Your mumu never do.
I feel beat my chest anywhere. Say I don't follow them, they do corruption. For Nigeria or for outside Nigeria. And them know. Say I know they corner where they do corruption or they share money or they collect contract. Check my record tire. Even say even recently now they go court again, say they won't see Sowore account. So make all the banks where they for Nigeria, maybe they give them my account. It don't reach 2 weeks now. They don't see the account. They don't see anything there. So now the thing we did there besides say, you know if you fight these people, if your hand no clear. Say I support Buhari. And I lie. Buhari can't throw me for jail. What did they talk? They say now because Buhari promised me what he no give me. Because I dey reveal waiting there for Buhari government. Say Buhari no get anything to offer. So the thing be that I'm not fit support anybody where I know say no fit guarantee say this country go work. Especially when I know say they hard to make the country work. Talk about my wife and children. Those ones them they lucky. Now what about my brother where they kill for Benin in 2021 or so when they come back from school? What about my mama will get stroke? When they hear say DSS go rearrest me for inside courtroom, we never hear that one before. She just get stroke from there. She get stroke as we speak now for 5 years. She did bedridden. So now to tell people say all of us will be the same family. And the message for others, not be to talk say, well, maybe it is time say me will go retire, because you go see now say even the country where you talk about say not be people make sacrifice for there. What did they make me do? I'm not the way I did develop when I did young. See me, I not go live a life where we say I go follow the do bad things, because if you look this country well now, some of the people we even start together where we start when we did university, they don't become ministers. They follow the do even all these bad things. They rich. Some of them they go name streets after them. They live in mansions for this Abuja or in Lagos. I know they do this one for my children. No. If now one day where I feel enjoy Nigeria before I die, I won't enjoy. Nigeria will get electricity, where water they flow, where you feel commode at any time for day or night, where you feel drive from here to anywhere, make you not get accident for road, or make you know the fear they look your back anywhere you go. If you send your children go school, kidnappers don't go enter the place, pack all of them, you know go see them again, or when they come back, you know go even know who them be. Or country we say people don't go to oppress others.
When Wike told Sowore, continue to be lucky. One day you will meet someone you will not. Nobody expected the thunder to roll this fast because now it looks like Sowore has shifted his focus from the president and placed the full weight of his fire on Wike. And trust me, this one is heavy. So, Sowore has taken the fight global, bringing receipts from Florida, United States. He claims Wike secretly acquired $1 million properties not in his own name but under his wife's name, Justice Eberechi Nyesom Wike, as sitting court of appeal judge in Nigeria, and then shared them to his children. In plain English, Sowore is saying Wike is laundering Nigerian wealth into American mansions. Now look at the drama. Sowore didn't just stop at allegations. He pulled up documents, property values, addresses, even Florida state laws that criminalize possession of stolen property. It's basically saying, Wike, you may control Abuja today, but America is not River State, and in the US, stolen money leaves a paper trail. Lest we forget, this is the same Wike who told Sowore it was lucky Tinubu respects the rule of law. So now the question is, who will be the unlucky one? Is it Sowore for daring to keep pushing this fight? Or is it Wike whose alleged secrets are being dragged into daylight? Because, make no mistakes, Sowore is not holding back. He called Wike an international thief, a land grabber, accused him of using money meant for the poor to buy $2 million mansion for his children, and with every tweet, every document, every dollar sign he drops, he is escalating the fight. And the irony, Wike used Trump as his shield, claiming Americans don't insult their presidents. Well, Sowore just flipped the shield into a sword. He reminded Wike that in America, presidents are dragged daily, presidents face courts, and citizens don't need law to criticize their leaders. In America, criticism is a right, not a gamble. So this is no longer just a clash of words. It is a theatrical battle. Sowore wielding hashtags, documents, and receipts. Wike, the minister, fighting to defend power and image. The real suspect now is this. Sowore has declared war and is dragging Wike to a battle far from Abuja, a battlefield where American law, not Nigerian impunity, holds sway. If Wike once warned Sowore about luck, maybe it's Wike who needs all the luck in the world now, because Sowore seems determined to push all hell out for him. So Nigerians, the drama continues. The question is not whether Sowore will stop, because clearly he won't. The real question is, will Wike fight back and make Sowore unlucky? Or will this be the beginning of his political and international unraveling? It's a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.
I'm making this video because I got tagged in one post by one Larry Olayinka, who I understand is a fairly used data boy by ex-governor of Ekiti State, who later transferred him for further reuse. But yeah, you know all these Atawada political lawyer boys, you transfer them for further reuse by others as far as you are in the same political camp. I've been seeing the posts, but I wasn't interested until this journalist, Felix Igebo, who I personally know in Lagos, tagged me and wanted my response or clarification to the claims. First, I understand it was a deliberate diversion to the exposés now going on Larry's new political master or principal. So he's trying to divert attention from it by looking for anything to say about Sowore. While it is not out of place to call anybody out if you feel they erred in any way, my only job here is to respond to whether Sowore delivered on training journalists, because the part that caught me is he didn't train any journalists. And I'm sure Felix Igebo, who tagged me in this post too, knew me very well as a citizen reporter for Sahara Reporters for some years up till about 2016, and wanted me to shed light if I knew anything about what the claim about grants or whatsoever is. Yes, I served with Sahara Reporters between 2012 and 2016 as a freelance citizen reporter, so we call ourselves then, you know. I was part of the formation of Sahara TV in Lagos. By the time they would start the Sahara Media Foundation in Lagos was about the time I was moving on to other things, and it was about the same time I also started Objective Media. I'm aware that they got a MacArthur Foundation funding. I don't know exact amount, but I think it was around, at that time, maybe $40,000, maybe $400,000. I know he had 4 in it, but I'm not really, because yeah. But I'm aware that they started a civic media lab in Lagos, and at the launch they had Professor Wole Soyinka in attendance, they had Seun Kuti in attendance. They had a lot. I wasn't there myself because I was already busy with some other things, personal surgeons too. But after I came back, I went to also visit the civic media lab, and I'm aware that trainings were ongoing for aspiring young journalists, citizen reporters, so to call. In fact, the time I hosted First the Bad Guy, in fact, I hosted Digon Babaoja in that place at the start of his career. I hosted many student journalists, student activists. Some were facing rustication, were fighting for. Some were if you ask the likes of Femi Adeyeye, it was a time Femi Adeyeye started becoming hot. There was Kebelu, and so we did a lot of things. But beyond my own hosting with the media center, some of the times I visited, I noticed there were other trainings going on. As a matter of fact, one of the times I visited, there were sessions going on by Professor Pius Adesomi, Mrs. Bamidele Ademola Olateju, if you know, at that time of Premium Times fame. And there were young people who were diligently paying attention, rapt attention to teachings, deep discussions, philosophical deliberations by Professor Pius Adesomi and East Coast at that time. Permits me, Professor Pius Adesomi is of blessed memory now. For those of you who understand what I'm saying, it's a deep emotional moment for me right now as I'm discussing this. So let me cut it short. Shortly after, because of the exposés by Sahara reporters, it was the first footing in formally, in formal status by Sahara reporters in Nigeria. They decided to, Saraki was the Senate president. I think there were exposés on Saraki at the time. They bought a court judgment at the time, Saraki, from all the way from Kwara, to seize fund belonging to Sahara Media Foundation in Lagos. You understand? You went to get it. Saraki is in Kwara. Got a judgment from Kwara to seize fund belonging to Sahara Media Foundation from grants, being grant from Makato Foundation. Then they froze the account. They thought they would use it to cripple Sahara. It didn't stop them. The next thing, they bombarded the media lab with DSS, operatives of the DSS. All manner of security agencies were parading the place. They were trying to make sure that that place would not operate, to train citizen reporters. So I understand at that point, Sowore realized, as well as the team, that they needed to change strategy. At that time, I was no longer with Sahara reporters, so I can't speak for Sowore. I know Sowore is efficient. Sowore full ground to respond to all this because he knows the details of everything, including himself going to jail for it. They sued him for everything, including money laundering, claiming all sorts of things that were not true. Buhari was the president, Saraki was the Senate president. They, in concert, all the security agencies, forces, this and that, they were working in concert to make sure they cripple him. Sowore did not mind. They froze his accounts. He didn't mind. If I say I call Sowore for the run, Sowore uses his other big batting on drop. It's so like somebody draining his blood to say, fund or no fund, this thing is a must. Me and I'm not to the agree. You don't tell me and I'm talk safe. The last time me and I'm talk, we no agree. That is Sowore for you. But I cannot therefore be unfair to him. No. That's why when I see some people saying, you should leave this thing, you should forgo this thing, you should work with them, you should support this. It's the same thing as saying, forgo what you have been standing and sacrificing for 30 years and come and join the system you have been fighting against. I said, Sowore, the one that, I don't know if they have replaced him today because I've not seen Sowore in a while now. And I'm never talking in a while. But if not the same Sowore we me know that time, till now, 90 days. The system is said has to be replaced. It cannot join. So when I see the likes of Larry, Olayinka, all these political hallelujah boys, fairly used Fayose house boys, at all double transfer political hallelujah boys onto Fayose, all this serving serving Wike whiskey in his hollow chamber. It is Shinyelufe. I know Sowore is capable to respond, but I don't think Larry deserves response. He's not the type, Larry is material and low. But I don't think we should reduce conversation about national progress to grants. Anybody and everybody can get grants. Students get grants. Researchers get grants. Innovative persons who are into tech get grants. Farmers get grants. All sorts of people. Lady Olayinka, if you need grants, you too apply to MacArthur Foundation. If you have the credibility anyways, because I don't know whether they give to political urchins and to be training data boys for politics. I don't know. I don't know the format or requirement but Larry, if it's about grants, apply. Anybody can get grants for anything. But at first I thought two people said it was APC sponsoring Sowore and Sowore reporters against PDP and Jonathan that time. Later when APC came in, I thought you now said Sowore is getting the new opposition's funding. Oh, now you have finally realized that he's getting independent funding. The next thing is to target whether he is using the fund for the right purpose, for the right cause. If that is the new concern, why not write to MacArthur Foundation? Because I'm not sure they will grant subsequent year if you have not impressed them with results from previously they granted. I'm not sure. So if you think you are better off than Sowore, Larry, apply. If you get the stuff, the material, the integrity to get grants from such donors or donor agencies or foundations. Now, you can apply it too. But I understand you are trying to use this to divert attention away from the exposition on your new principal. What the Wike? Larry is not trying to draw attention away from it. Oga Larry, going forward, all the exposés about your guy, respond to them. Debunk. That is your job, Larry. Debunk whether those things that are being exposed or revealed about your new principal are true or not. And they said this man is already 50 or above 50 years old already. 50. Anyway, I know his type. They will say they are young at heart. Do you know the meaning of young at heart? Adagbamadanu. Respond to the exposés about your guy. All this also they bring na apata. You are yarning apata. It don't make any sense. If na grants, apply to. If you have the credibility, they will give you. But you know how you get your own grants to train political hallelujah boys, APC online data urchins. You know how to get it. Apply.
Guys, let me quickly take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigerians after all these tweets were tweeted. Like, let's start from the one where Sowore said even Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself is not going near the United Nations General Meeting. And let's see what Nigerians are saying, honestly. You know, this drama sounds funny and looks funny. And many Nigerians are really hailing Sowore for the courage to drag Wike to this extent. Okay, let's see what Nigerians are saying. This person said, humans full of evil baggage always hides from all. The criminals' years of past crimes still hurt him. Chase down a new story of Wike's fraud closely. It's time to clean up Nigeria and the criminals in government out. It's time to clean them out. That's what this person is saying. And this person posted and said, this is what Wike did in Rivers State. He rigged the election in favor of Tinubu. But whatever a man sows, that he's going to reap. This person added here a ballot result sheet, that was badly altered. They badly altered it, just to favor a particular. Oh my God, you need to see this ballot sheet. Wike, hey, I pray that God will forgive him. This person say, could this be the reason, Chief? That's then this person attached something that said Tinubu may be bad over drugs. Hey, And then this person say, we have been living as slaves for years. Nigerians, it's time for us to say no to tribalism, no to religion, no to bad government, no, and be in unity, because these corrupt leaders loot our money and properties in unity. Let us take our country back by the power of revolution. I think this makes sense. Nigerians really need to stand up. If not, these politicians. You see, when Wike comes out dancing, you know that something is really giving him joy. But the question remains, when you get all this wealth, you know, not by the right way, what do you say about that? What do you say about the wealth you acquired that doesn't make sense? You can't even tell how you built that wealth. Okay, this person said the return of democracy that we celebrated 26 years ago has turned out to be an unending horrific nightmare. All the corrupt politicians who collaboratively put us in this miserable state must not be allowed to go scot-free. Payday will come. Payday will come. Nigerians are gearing for a revolution, like Sowore has always said. Revolution. 20 million Nigerians mortgaged by a few. So this person actually added a post here, and what is written on it says 16 billion power scandal, darkness despite billion spent. Halliburton NLG bribe, 180 million bribes, 1.5 billion dollars fine abroad, silence at home, Siemens Telecom scandal. This person had to list out some of the corruptions that have been happening under the leadership of all these bad governments, you know, that we've had for years. Tinubu arrives New York for first UN. That was last year when Tinubu arrived. I think last UN assembly, not this was the last one. So a whole lot is happening here. Nigerians are really reacting. This person is shame of a country. The moment Tinubu was declared CIA asset was when I knew Nigeria was in a deep mess. And this person said the US government is benefiting from Nigeria's political corruption. Else would have stopped the thieves entering their country to invest stolen funds. But somehow the stolen money helps build America. And this person had to tag Donald Trump to this tweet, you know. And this person say you are a magician. You're a magician. Yeah, Vice President Kashim has departed Abuja, Nigeria to attend 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly holding in New York, United Nations America for Monday 22nd. That's tomorrow. The United Nations Assembly is starting tomorrow till next week Sunday 28th of September 2025. Senator Shetima, who is representing, is going to be the one representing Nigeria. Tinubu and Wike will not near there. And this person said they will arrest him now. They have opened his drug case file. And this person say he has just returned from few days trip. If he leaves Nigeria now, you, the town crier, will be the first person to raise alarm that Tinubu is leaving the country again. About his but he's smarter than you who makes noise around. It's time you turn a new leaf and stop behaving like nuisance. This person is talking in favor of Tinubu, and this other person here said this is the second time the man isn't going. From someone who travels everywhere, even places he's not invited, something is fishy. And this person say, I said it on Facebook. I even tagged with Donald Trump that he is about to have an August visitor, Pablo Escobar of Nigeria. Hey, these Nigerians, the vex, honestly. This person say my doctor prescribed France, not US. This person say Tinubu's doctor prescribed that he goes to France, not to the United States. So Tinubu will not be attending the United States meeting, and he has sent Shetima to represent him. So guys, a whole lot of people are reacting here. This other person said they are disgrace to the global community. These corrupt leaders are not getting respect or dignity from other world leaders around the world, because everyone with internet and social media is watching what's going on about corruption and bad governance inside Nigeria. So this person is saying that they are just ashamed of going out there because other leaders don't recognize them. Having a place like the internet that showcases what is happening in Nigeria is going to be a shame. Don't forget that this same week, you know, Tinubu is said to have granted pardon to is it bandits, or I don't even know the right name to use, people that came with kitted with full gun and, you know, bullets around them, no fear. You can imagine. And they will sit down with government officials, meaning we are just telling them that we have tried, we couldn't buy them, they should come and let's be friends, something like that. So I believe these are some of the things they wouldn't want to go to the United Nations. How will you go there and sit down when your internet is set abuzz with you having shaking hands with bandits. I'm just wondering the kind of nation we have. So this person say, please, we don't want stories that touches the country. This tenure, we must finish it in peace and corruption. Can you finish Nigeria in peace and corruption? Anyway, these are people's reaction. And this other person say, let's carry out an expose on Shettima's role in sponsoring Boko Haram and other terrorist activities against the state and nation. Let them rather send Akpabio, Jehovah. So this person is saying that even Shettima himself is not qualified, that he has once sponsored terrorism and all that, that instead let's send Akpabio. And Akpabio also has a corruption allegation against him in the Senate. So guys, we don't even know these politicians. APC just went and gathered bunch of people who have bad past, bad history, and just brought them into power. And no wonder people don't respect. Which leader of the world is talking about Nigeria now? Nobody mentions Nigeria like that country that some people should look up to. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.